Hello, my name is Makayala Jewell,
Alex Foster.
and we will be presenting our presentation on collaborative learning about students.
So this is the table of contents. Our resource provides an in-depth overview of the adolescent brain. It explains the anatomy and the changes that occur during the stages of development. So we'll highlight over the prefrontal cortex, the amygdala, the nucleus. Um, that's accumbens. Not really good with the pronunciation. The hippocampus, the corpus callosum, and the cerebellum. So, we explore the positives and the negatives of the impact on technology in the brain. We introduce different methods of being able to help students using technology, such as Book It. We've done a lot of research over the changes of the prefrontal cortex and all of the changes that happens within the brain when an adolescent is growing up. Not only the changes in the prefrontal cortex, but the amygdala, which also has different effects on the human brain, as you can see, physical, behavior, social, emotional, cognitive effects that all basically feed onto how an adolescent develops in their social years, specifically around the time when they're in middle school. The changes in the parietal lobe, the physical, the behavioral, the social, there's different changes that happen, allows children to connect to the visible world around them, such as music and media, and solve problem-solving skills become developed around this time with the parietal lobe.
When creating instructional resources for our students, we have to keep in mind student self-awareness, how our students are feeling for the day, what they bring in. Some of these resources could be checking in with them emotionally through a bell ringer, allowing them to give you a thumbs up, saying that they're good, they're ready to go for the day, maybe a thumbs down, they're not feeling so great, they might not be as willing to participate in the classroom. Recognition, being able to display student work is a great way to give recognition to our students on the type of work that they do. Sending out weekly parent spotlight emails for achievements of our students, regardless if it's something little or something big. Giving that positive reinforcement, especially to the parents to praise their students, gives them that spotlight to know that we've noticed them, or giving small rewards in classrooms like homework passes or being able to choose their classmate that they sit for during the day. And then also being able to understand that we have to create resources for regulation of change, allowing students to change to a learning mindset, being able to learn mindful breathing if all of a sudden they become dysregulated in a classroom, allowing students the opportunity to take small walks to clear their minds, to regulate themselves, like separating themselves from the situation, and allowing transition time between activities in classroom, not just expecting students to just jump from one thing to another just because we as the adults are ready to move on to the next thing. Some of these strategies that allow these changes to happen in our classroom is allowing students to make decisions for themselves. So, a great resource for that is allowing students to have a choice board. They might get 5 choices to create a children's book, create a PowerPoint presentation, create a game, create a song or rap, or create a foldable. But all of those have to do with the lesson that we're learning. It might be force, motion, and energy. Every student has to give you the same amount of knowledge, but they're getting to show it in a different form. Another way could be problem solving, so giving them real world application problems and asking them to come up with a solution that they think would work. Is it necessarily going to work? No, but it allows students the opportunity to solve a problem and feel like they might be able to make an impact one day, as well as then also allowing different types of learning through one unit. This might look like Quizlet flashcards, allowing students to listen to podcasts, watching a video, crossword puzzles for unit, vocab words, and group review games. Now, a lot of times teachers fear the technology in classroom because we're so worried about the negative impacts on children's developmental time in front of screens. There are negative impacts leading to emotional regulation issues, shortened attention spans, cognitive overstimulation, but there are positive impacts. We can increase problem solving skills and critical thinking skills through system use. We can increase soft skills that are later needed in life for technological jobs. We can help increase multitasking skills and we can increase visual skills. One way we were able to do that is empowering our youth through using tech in our classrooms. Digital tools such as Book It gamifies lesson content, allowing students to make the choice of what their avatar is, choose between four answers to answer a question, and allowing them a mini brain break in between 3 to 5 correctly answered questions, and also empowers them to have healthy classroom competition and allows them to reinforce the recall skills that they have for prior learning.
This is a great source for other teachers to view this resource that we have. It allows teachers to understand the parts of the brain that are still growing and methods to promote healthy growth in their students.
Our group collaborated through doing resources, our resource through shared Google Slides, and dividing up the work. This was successful because it allowed both members to be able to work on the assignment at the same time and to be able to share our findings in live feed with one another. If we were to be able to redo this assignment in the future, some of the changes that we would make was to assign specific roles to each group member, such as a researcher or a recorder, the slide editor, to make sure that each person has a role designated to them, and then making clear deadlines for when those parts of our project needed to be done by.
Building a supportive school community through collaboration. What collaboration does is it promotes a shared vision by bringing together diverse perspectives. For example, while one of our team members focus on the emotional regulation strategies, another contribute to the insights of using technology effectively in the classroom. This variety of ideas ensures that our resources were comprehensive and inclusive. When teachers work together, they create a culture of mutual support and consistency. Like using Book It, it empowers students to engage in activities while promoting recall and friendly competition. These strategies align with teachers' expectations in their approaches in classrooms, and it provides a unified and supportive environment for the students.
Thank you.
Thank you for watching our presentation.